Namaste. Today we will learn about addition and subtraction of an integer. I request you to put on headphone as this topic is very important for your subsequent years. So here, what does this topic means to us? We know that now onwards we will consider number as an integer. So that number can be of two types, either positive or negative. This positive number may have addition and subtraction. Same way, negative integer also may have addition and subtraction. Now with which another number or integer we are going to do this addition and subtraction? That another number also may be either positive or negative, as well as for subtraction also either positive or negative. Same way, if we want to do addition of some negative integer, we will be doing that addition with either positive or negative integer, and that will be remaining same for this subtraction also. Now doing this addition of positive integer with positive integer, what kind of answer we will be getting? That answer is always positive. Like this, all the operations will give us specific type of integer. Like here, if I add positive with negative, I will get answer as either positive or negative, and this way each operation results in particular type of integer. So if I put this in symbolic way, showing operations, or in a shortcut way, I'll be writing something like here, say positive plus positive is equal to positive, positive plus negative is equal to positive or negative, and this all the formulas, or you can say this all the things that you have to learn by heart. But there are two ways, either you can mug it up or you can understand the concept behind this, which is very easy and very helpful to you. So these are the things you need to remember. You can see here there is addition of positive integer, there is subtraction of positive integer, addition of negative integer, and subtraction of negative integer. So we are going to learn, if we perform this kind of an operation, what kind of integer we will get as an result. So here, before we start, first of all we must know what is positive and what is negative. So as we have already discussed in our previous session, a man with fortune, we consider him as positive. At the other hand, a man in debt, we consider him as negative. So here basically this man with fortune represents positive value, you take in that sense, and man in debt represent negative value. Also you have to remember, earning is also called positive, and borrowing, loan or something, is also called negative. Clear? Now here another kind of an operations, what happens with this earning and borrowing and man with fortune and man in debt and all the things, that you need to be clear first of all. So here the man with fortune, say if he earns money, what will happen in his status? Addition in his wealth, there is an addition. If he is earning, there is an addition of that. So we will represent this thing, or we can understand this thing as plus plus plus. This is the formula you have to remember. Plus plus plus. 2 plus sign you have to add. Here you can see, remember this thing like this way. If a man with fortune is there, if he is earning, there is an addition in his balance or status or something, you can say like that, right? Here, man with fortune, if he borrow something, then what will be do with his account ultimately? What you have to do? Subtract, right? If he borrows some money, he need to pay that back. So ultimately his fortune, his wealth will be subtracted. So how can we make formula out of this? Plus, minus, minus. Next one, if there is a man in debt, if he borrow money, then what will be happening with his account? Already I am in debt, another more amount I will be borrowing, then there is going to be an addition, correct? So minus, minus, plus. And if I am already in debt, I am earning some money, then my debt will be little bit reduced, subtracted. So it goes something like this: minus, plus, minus. Clear? Now say here, there is the man with zero liability. Say he is not earning anything, not paying anything. Now this man, he may have two options. Either he will receive some money. Now in which way he will receive the money? That he can earn some money or he can borrow some money. So let's have this first. Receive means addition. If he is receiving, we are going to add that. Rupees is always positive, that we have seen. Now 0, the person is not having anything. When rupees is being earned, then definitely he will result in as a man with wealth, fortune, and it is positive, right? So how will we show this in mathematical language? 0 plus positive is equal to positive. Now if this man receive money by borrowing is always negative. So the person who borrows, he become man in debt, and man in debt is nothing but it is negative. So we can represent this thing as 0 plus negative is equal to negative. I hope you are understanding. It's quite easy, right? To understand this, you can understand in this way, like if you add any positive integer with 0, the result is always positive integer. If you add any negative integer with 0, the result is always negative integer. Are you clear? And as he receives, there is a chance that he may pay rupees also. And if he pays rupees, when he is not having any amount, he cannot pay hard cash. It is subtraction, and he can pay rupees or he can pay his debt, right? Rupees is always positive, but he is not having anything, and if he want to pay cash, then he become man in debt. So 0 minus net positive is always negative. And if he is not having anything and he is paying his debt, say here he will be, the debt is negative, and if he is paying his debt, then he become positive. So you might be thinking, sir, he doesn't have anything, how can he pay the debt? But sometimes, say government forgive the debt, right? Someone say if you have taken some 100 rupees from your cousin, and he say, okay, now no need to pay, I have lots of money. So that way he is paying his debt. And if someone is already not having any debt, then the man become positive. Are you clear? So here, present this thing in mathematical way. 0 minus negative is equal to positive. You have to remember these 4 formulas. It's so easy. Operation of positive and negative integer with 0. This is the thing we have learned. Clear? Now we come across two persons, man with fortune and man in debt. So let's talk about first this man with fortune. This man with fortune may have received the money two way. Either he will earn or he will borrow. Receive means addition. First of all, this fortune, the man in fortune is already positive, and receive is nothing but addition. Earning is also positive. And when a man with wealth earns some money, he become more wealthy, right? Which is already positive. So positive plus positive is equal to positive. Now he may borrow some money. So how much he may borrow is particularly negative thing, but how much he can borrow? See, the man with sense either think about before borrowing. He may borrow small amount that he will be capable of payback, or he may borrow some large amount. So borrowing here itself is negative. Now if a man is having wealth and if he borrows small amount, then he can pay it back, right? So still he will remain man with wealth. So positive. In case he would have borrowed large amount, then he become man in debt, negative. So there are two chances. When a man with wealth borrows some money, there are two chances. He may become positive or he may become negative. So we can represent that thing as positive or negative. A simple symbol like this is used to show off two things, positive or negative. It will be read as positive or negative. So here you can understand positive plus negative always results in positive or negative. Now when does it result in positive and when does it result in negative, that we will take care later on. Here you have to remember these two formulas, right? Now as this man with fortune receives some money, he may pay also. So he may pay some money. So what are the chances? He may pay hard cash or he may pay off his borrowings. Now fortune is already positive. Pay is subtraction. When he is paying, it is subtraction. Now when he pay off his loan, that is negative, then he become wealthy, right? And it removes his tension of loan and everything, so it become man with fortune, so he become positive. So we can understand positive minus negative is always positive. Positive minus negative is always positive, because paying off loan is actually increasing your wealth, you can say. When you are having that much money, then only you will be able to pay off, right? So here, how much money he can pay in cash? There are two chances. He may pay smaller amount or he may pay large amount. So if this person pay rupees is always positive, and if he pay small amount, then he still remain man with fortune, so which is positive. And if he pay large amount, then he has, then he become man in debt, which is negative. So here again there are two chances for subtracting positive with positive. So positive minus positive results in positive or negative. Clear? If you have any doubt, please pause the video or else rewind the video and watch it again. Here the man in debt receives the money. He may receive by earning cash or he may receive money by borrowings, loan. Man in debt is already negative. Receiving is addition. Now loan is already negative. First we will finish this part, loan one, borrowing. Why? Because if I am in debt, I am getting some more money by loan only, then I become man in more debt, right? My debt will be increased. So I results in man in debt, which is already negative. So here negative plus negative is equal to negative. Negative plus negative is equal to negative. Here you have to understand my debt is increased, right? Now if I receive money by earning, there are two chances. I may receive small amount, I may receive large amount. Like if I receive small amount lesser than my debt, still I will be in debt only. So I will be negative. As well, if I receive large amount than my debt, then I will become man with wealth, and which is positive. So there are two chances, negative or positive. So here I can represent negative plus positive results in positive or negative. Clear? I hope you are understanding, right? Same way, this man in debt, he may also pay. He may pay rupees or he may pay his borrowings. Now what are the chances? Let's say man in debt is already negative, and if he pays, that means it is subtraction. Here rupees is positive, where when he is having debt, he cannot pay hard cash, right? Whatever he is having, he will remain in debt only. So he will remain in debt, that is negative. And here negative minus positive is equal to negative. No need to get confused. Negative minus positive is always results in negative. As well, this borrowing may be of two types, either small amount or large amount. Here, if I paid small amount with the borrowing which is negative, if I pay small amount, I will remain in debt only. After paying small amount of debt, I will be remaining debt only. So it is negative. But if I pay off my large amount of borrowings, more than that, then I will become man with fortune. That is positive. So there are here also there are two chances, either negative or positive. So negative minus negative results in negative or positive. Hope you have understood what we have seen till now. Listen. First we have seen operation of positive and integer and negative integer with 0. Then we have seen addition of positive integer with positive and negative integer. Then we have seen operation of subtraction of positive integer with positive and negative integer. Later on, we have seen addition of negative integer with positive and with negative integer itself. And after that, at last, we have seen subtraction of negative integer with negative integer and positive integer subsequently. So as a result, all these values on the right hand side of equal to sign are the sign of an answer. Clear? So you need to note this down in your notebook and learn by heart. Now, I know some of you have understood this topic. At the same time, some of you might not have understood and having doubt that what is it negative, positive, positive plus negative, negative plus positive, plus plus minus, minus minus plus and all these things. But let me take practical example for all of you so that It will help you to understand this topic very easily. Now putting everything in a nutshell over here, we are learning addition and subtraction of an integer. Integer are nothing but they are negative and positive number along with 0. So first of all, let's start by having this first example. 0 plus positive is equal to positive. So I will be taking one example for each, and wherever it is necessary I will take two examples. So first of all, here 0 plus positive, that is take any number, say 5. So answer is equal to 5, which is positive only. So this has been clear. 0 plus positive is equal to positive. 0 plus negative, so say minus 3. Now here you have to remember plus minus minus, that man with wealth takes loan, he become negative only. So that answer in minus 3. Now so this has been over. 0 minus positive. So positive I can write in two ways. Either I will write like this or I will write like this. So it results in negative. So minus plus minus. So here minus 3. And 0 minus minus 7, that is equal to 7. Now here, just apart from your syllabus, I kindly request you to pay attention that whenever something like 0 minus some negative, that means say in future you may have say minus x, in another chapter you may have like this, then it is nothing but positive, so simply x. Hope you have understood, right? Fine. Now taking this next example, positive plus positive is equal to positive. So here 3, it is positive, plus 5, it is also positive, and the answer we get is 8, that is also positive. Now here, irrespective of number, like smaller plus bigger, bigger plus smaller, whatever you do, since both are positive, your answer is positive. Next one, positive plus negative. So here there are two chances. Please pay attention for this point especially. 3 plus, now negative, so I will take minus 2, that is equal to, so plus minus minus, this plus and this minus is minus, so my ultimate number is 3 minus 2, and that is equal to 1. So it is positive, right? This is positive. But again, in case like this, instead of this minus 2, I will go with 3 plus say minus 5. So it gives me 3 minus 5. Now remember, 3 is smaller, 5 is larger. So obviously this gives me minus 2. So this is negative. Now in this case, what we have seen is positive plus negative is either positive or negative. So here if you see 3 minus 2, this particular condition, this results in 3 minus 2. So 3 is positive, larger number, right? 3 is positive. So our answer is positive. In this case, 5 is larger number and it is negative. So our answer is negative, right? So we can say that sign of larger number. Clear? Sign of larger number. Try to understand this subtraction. Say 5 minus 3, that's equal to 2. But what about 5 minus 7? So 5 is smaller, 7 is larger, so it is minus 2. So again here this 5 is positive, so answer is positive. 7 is negative, so answer is negative. and here also you can say sign of larger number. One more important thing. Now you focus please. See, here we are exactly doing addition, right? But what we did is here subtraction. Understood? What we did is subtraction. So you can say that when you are adding two different sign number integers, exactly what you are doing? Subtraction, right? Last one. So this has been completed. Now last one. Positive 5 minus minus 2, or you can say 5 minus minus 7. In both the cases this minus minus become plus. So 5 plus 2, and here 5 plus 7. So answer is 7 and 12, both are positive. Understood? So here when you are seeing that instead of this subtraction, what we do is addition. Be careful, be careful, because this thing you have to remember: minus minus plus, minus plus minus, and plus minus minus. Clear? Good. Now let's go for this third and last part. So here negative number plus positive number. Say I will take minus 3 as negative plus 2 as positive. Then minus plus minus, so it will result in minus 1. But at the same time, if I will take minus 3, say plus 5. So minus plus minus, but 5 minus 3 is 2. So here I will get positive number. Here negative, here positive. Again you can say sign of larger number. Clear? Fine. This part. Negative plus negative. What is the answer? So here negative plus negative. So a man in debt takes more loan. What will happen? His loan will be increased. So 3 plus 5, but he remains loan only. Understood? Like that it goes. Fine. This part, negative minus positive. Positive you can write either like this, or you can put in bracket with plus sign also. Just to show you, I will be putting that plus sign over here like this. This become minus plus minus. So minus 3 minus 5, and ultimately again minus 3 minus 5, that gives you minus 8. Same like this one. Clear? Same like this one. Now last part, minus 3 minus minus 4. Say it is minus 3 plus 4, that is equal to 1, and minus 3 minus minus 2, say minus 3 plus 2, that is equal to minus 1. So here again the sign of larger number. Understood? Fine. So here, this is the thing we have learned in this topic. I hope you have understood. And since this is very important one, just remember the rules. By applying these rules only, any questions you will be able to solve that.